Hello everyone, good morning. I am Jazel Tikiseo, your Environment Disaster Preparedness Public Service Announcer. Storm, flood, and storm surge. These are just some of the disasters that may hit in our country this rainy season. If your family lives in areas that may be affected by them, knowing the area make it important to be prepared. And the preparedness is best to start in our home. Make it a habit to discuss with your family the various disasters that may hit the country, especially if your residences are considered flood-prone areas. It is also important to have a family evacuation plan in case a disaster strikes. Above all, before the disaster comes, prepare a so-called go-bag. During a disaster strikes, it is very important to always be prepared so that even before the disaster occurs, we already know what to do and we already have the tools for our survival. So, the thing that we must do for all of our households is stock our so-called go bag. So, I will share some of the basic items for our go bag that we need to prepare for the disaster. The first is the availability of emergency food and 1 liter of water. It can be added depending on the needs of the family, and ready-to-eat foods such as crackers and canned foods that has easy open can. Next is first aid kit. The first aid kit it should contain essentials such as bandages, cleaning wounds, and other necessities. And let's research the needs of our families. We also need these basic multi-tools and rope. This is very useful when we need to make an emergency shelter. For example, if something needs to be cut or tied. It will make your life easier if you have a rope. It's also important not to forget the so-called hygiene kit. That's just a basic hygiene kit which includes a toothbrush, shampoo, and a soap. We also need money. If we bring money, we must bring coins because in an emergency, it may be difficult to exchange your bills because the denomination is too large, and include your IDs and other important documents as well. It is also important to have a power bank on hand during a disaster for our devices because we sometimes need to use our cell phones and other electronic devices. Let's also not forget the so-called artificial light source in our go bag. So traditionally, let's prepare candles and matches. However, battery-powered devices such as this torch-style emergency lamp are also required. After preparing everything that should be in the go bag, place it all inside the bag with any other bag and place it in an easily accessible area of the house so that we don't panic if there is an emergency. The go bag runs as a 72-hour survival kit. And always remember that we should be ready. Again, I am Jazel Tikiseo, your Environment Disaster Preparedness Public Service Announcer. Good morning.